Hello, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to participate in this practical LCA course. My name is Jim Lochran. I'm a product manager here at Earthshift Global, and I'll be walking you through the introduction to the course as well as the learning platform that we're using, which is Google Classroom. Now, if you have access to this particular video that we're watching, that means that you have access to the Google platform system. But I will take a second and just walk through that environment just so you can kind of get familiar with how you're going to be using this going forward. And so we're really looking to use Google Classroom to make a very interactive learning experience. So what you'll have when you log in, which you hopefully have done that already, you'll see that you'll have the practical life cycle assessment class. You'll have access to that class. And within the platform, you'll have all the different topics. And in this case, there will be 10 topics, 10 modules within the topics area here on the left. And these are recorded sequentially, so you'll want to take them and go through them sequentially as they will build on each other. Within each module, there'll be a little bit of introductory text just to kind of guide you through what you'll be learning in that particular module. And then there'll also be the materials that you'll use, whether it's you're watching a video or there's a presentation that you'll download, or in some cases there'll be homework that you'll be interacting with, and you'll be expected to post your answers or to do the exercises in the EarthSmart platform. When it comes time, if you have a question or anything else, if you roll over the plus sign in the lower right, you can post those questions. You can also upload your homework and things of that nature through that same mechanism when you go through that. But that'll become pretty obvious once you start to look at that. So let's jump back to the presentation here and go through some of the objectives for this course. So here really we're focusing on two things. One is you're going to kind of learn about the LCA process, and we're going to demystify some of those concepts and some of those principles. We're going to demonstrate how you can use LCA in a very practical manner. And then we're going to provide that learning experience that will introduce the concepts of life cycle thinking, introduce you to those standards from ISO, and then really provide some practical building experiences within LCA using our software platform, EarthSmart. The agenda for the course, again, is broken up into individual modules. Don't be too afraid. The modules are short. We tried to keep them pretty concise so you can most likely finish them in inside of 30 minutes. Module 1, we're going to focus on sustainability overview, just giving you a better sense for the marketplace, as well as introducing the concept of life cycle thinking. There'll be some nice homework assignment there where you can really kind of get your head around the whole concepts. In Module 2 and 3, we're going to be going through the goal and scope definition, which is a critical piece of conducting a life cycle assessment. In Module 2, we'll focus in on the functional unit, and in Module 3, we'll focus in on the boundary conditions, and then helping you establish your inventory analysis. Module 4 will be an orientation of the EarthSmart platform. This is where you'll get your login set up. It's an online tool. You'll get your initial sort of overview of the platform and how to start to interact with it, as well as doing a few small exercises in the tool. Module 5 will be another aspect of lifecycle assessment, which is impact assessment. Module 6 will start to build some components in EarthSmart. Really give you a chance to get a good sense for it. Module 7, you'll actually go a little bit further within EarthSmart, and you'll build out a complete life cycle assessment for a toy truck in this example. And then in Module 8, which is impact assessment classification, you really start to learn a little bit more about impact assessment, a little bit more about the details of life cycle assessment. Module 9, you'll learn some of the uses of life cycle assessment, things like product category rules and eco labels and EPDs. And then lastly, in Module 10, you'll learn how to interpret your results and some key resources that you'll need moving forward. So that concludes the introduction to the practical LCA modules. Next session in the series is Module 1. which is Sustainability Overview and Life Cycle Thinking. Thanks again for taking the time. I hope you enjoy the course.